What is up, guys? Edits by Chris is in the house, stalking you like usual, and this is a video I've been thinking about making for a while because I feel like this is a conversation that needs to be had. Overhyping an album. I feel like nowadays a big marketing strategy for a lot of big artists is overhyping an album almost purposefully. Like you've seen it with Eternal Take, you've seen it with Playboy Carti, Whole Lotta Red. You know, you've seen it with multiple albums that almost like it never drop. They take years and years and years to drop. And I honestly think nowadays, you know, going into this next year and stuff, I think the times of overhyping an album are done. In my opinion, and this might be a very unpopular opinion, but I think Uzi got lucky with Eternal Take, because I don't know if many remember this, but when it dropped, the day it dropped, a lot of people were saying it was overhyped. And then over the next week or so, a lot of people ended up liking it a lot. But it very easily could have gone the opposite way, like the Playboy Carti Whole Lotta Red way, where it became a meme of how bad it was simply because of how long it was hyped up, how long he teased it, how long he said it was gonna drop, and it never dropped. And I think this is a big problem, and it's gonna end up hurting a lot of big artists if they keep doing it. Now, by overhyping, here's what I mean. Rap is subjective, right? Like there's a lot of different types of rap. There's lyrical rap, there's trap rap, there's boom bap, and everyone has different taste. Me, I'm more into like the lyrical stuff like Logic and all those type of people. But the thing about Whole Lotta Red is I ended up listening to it because it was so hyped up. Now many would think that's a good thing, right? Oh, well, you know, because it was hyped up, he got people from different genres of rap to listen to it. In my opinion, that's a very bad thing to do, especially on the first day of a release for an album, and here's why. So unfortunately, hip-hop fans, and I don't care, you can disagree with me on this, but I think it's obvious, hip-hop fans are sheep. They just follow the trend. You know, most of them, especially mainstream listeners, like, they are sheep. They go onto the Rap Instagram page where Rap just said, oh, so-and-so just dropped their album, and they go into the comments, and if all the comments are saying it's ass, they're going to instantly think it's ass. Everyone thinks it's ass. I guarantee you, 3/4 of those comments, especially on the second day of the release that are saying it's ass, haven't even fucking listened to it. They're just saying it's ass because everyone else is saying it's ass. They want the likes on the comment and shit. It's just how it is. It's how the internet works. We all understand this. It's just unfortunately how it goes. But here's the problem. If you are a big artist and you're trying to attract a bigger audience and you're trying to get people to actually listen to your music and enjoy it, I don't think overhyping it is the way to go, because you want people to say, listen to this shit, it's fucking fire. That's what you want. So here's the problem. Like I was saying with Whole Lotta Red, I ended up listening to it. It's just not my thing. I don't think Whole Lotta Red is a bad album, but I also don't think it's a good album in my opinion because it's not my thing. You can like Whole Lotta Red and that's your fucking opinion. Who cares? If you like music, you like music. That's the point of music, right? But when everyone's telling you it's ass, you're not going to think it's good unless you're just fucking above everyone mentally. You know what I mean? So when you attract all different types of listeners to your album, the majority is not going to like it if it's not what they're used to, because they wouldn't like it anyway, even if it is wicked good, because like I'm not into the baby voice and the bing bing bing, like all that shit. I'm just not into it. So no matter what, I wasn't going to like it. But because it was hyped up so much, I ended up listening to it. When I listened to it, I'm like, holy shit, this is ass in my opinion. And I guarantee you all listeners like me are the people who are in those comments. So then people that would like it see those comments and instantly think it's ass. Then when they go to listen to it, they already have this mindset that it's not going to be good, and it's ruined. It's ruined. So I think the best way to not overhype an album is just fucking be honest. Release it when you say you're going to release it, because nowadays overhyping an album is just not worth it. It's not worth it. You saw what happened with Whole Lotta Red, and I also saw in comments in the weeks after it was uploaded is many people were like, it's not that bad. Wait, it's not that bad. But it was, the damage was done. It did like what, 111 first week, something like that, which is not good to what he should have done, especially with how hyped up it was. I think we do have a big problem in the industry right now in terms of the fans, where everyone kind of thinks their taste is immaculate with music and they have the best rap taste, when it's just not true. Like you have people saying Logic's ass, you have people saying Playboy Carti's ass. Well, they're two completely fucking different artists. Like they make the same genre, I guess, but listen to their music. It's completely different. They just have bass and fucking snare drums and hi-hats in their beats. That's the only thing similar, like, you know what I mean? Completely different artists. When you have a fan of Playboi Carti and a fan like myself of Logic arguing about who's better, it just doesn't make sense. Because music is taste. You know, I feel like that topic is a whole for a completely different video, because like, it's just nowadays everyone kind of feels that they know what's right and everyone just kind of follows what everyone else feels, when in reality it's like, you are your own person, you're gonna like what you like, so you need to give it a shot. Like whenever an album drops, like a new Logic album or like any album really, like fucking, like I'm not only into like Logic type stuff, but like I love Juice WRLD and all those people, like I listen to all their albums, but whenever a new album drops, I try to not look at any comments beforehand, because like you naturally will end up just thinking it's ass if everyone's saying it's ass. And the crazy part about it is, like I said before, is I guarantee you most of those people haven't even listened to it yet. Or if they have, they listened to like 20 seconds of the first song. I literally watched it happen. I forget what album it was. Like, I forget what album it was, but some artist dropped an album, Rap posted. It was like 12:05 a.m. The album had just dropped. And the comments were like, it's mid, it's ass. How the fuck do you know that? It's been 5 minutes. In my humble opinion, the best way to hype up an album, especially for big artists that already have a ton of fans on their Instagram pages, Snapchats, everything, I think the best way to hype up an album is give little snippets. If you put out a fucking 15-second snippet of a catchy ass hook, guess who's gonna be fucking excited for that album? Everybody. Because if you give a catchy hook, everyone's gonna love it. Look at TJ. Lil TJ dropped a snippet for that song, what was it, Calling My Phone? Steady calling my phone, that song right there blew up on TikTok. Just a little snippet of the hook blew up on TikTok. When he finally dropped it, went #1 in like 20 minutes. It's absolutely demolishing the charts right now. I mean, come on, just a little snippet. And the song's like not even that great. After the hook, it's just kind of like a normal ass song. I guarantee you, if you didn't provide that snippet, drop the song on an album, and then it was just part of those 2015 songs, whatever, I guarantee you the song would not have blown up the way it did. But it's all marketing. You gotta understand that, like, overhyping an album is just not the way anymore, because you gotta provide some type of truth. I mean, let's be honest here. We all know artists love to perfect their albums and they love to be perfectionists and make great music or whatever, but it doesn't take 3-4 years to drop an album. If you're sitting there saying that your album is going to drop tomorrow and then it doesn't drop until 3 years later, what the fuck were you originally gonna drop? Like, what was your plan there? Like, I understand, like, you know, when you're a big artist, you're making so many songs and you end up picking which songs are great for the album, and it's a whole fucking process of mastering and all that shit. But it doesn't take 3 years, especially if you're saying it's done 3 years ago. So what did you do in those 3 years? It's either you purposely did that to try to hype it up more, or like you're just not ready. You know what I mean? You're just not ready, and you're just saying you are just to try to make your fans think you're working, even though you're not. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what goes through these people's minds. It must be a marketing strategy. But I don't think it's gonna work anymore. I really don't. I think, like I said at the beginning, I think Uzi got lucky. And I also think, and a lot of people might hate me for this, I really like Uzi, by the way. I love him. I think Uzi is going to fall into a trap soon, where if he doesn't, I gotta be careful with how I word this, because I know a lot of people are fucking Uzi crazy people, and they love Uzi. I love Uzi too, believe me, but I'm just being honest. I think Uzi is going to fall into a trap where if he drops another album right now, it's going to sound almost the same. And a lot of people are going to say he sounds the same. Kind of like the Baby fell into a little bit, and he does fall into with the same flow and shit like that. I personally think a lot of Uzi's songs sound almost the same. They sound very similar. And I like Uzi a lot. I do. I really do. I'm being serious, okay? I'm a Uzi fan. But I think a lot of his songs sound the same. And with Eternal to Take, in my opinion, like, there's some bangers on that. Like I said, it might not be fully my type of rap, and that's why. But it didn't live up to 3 years of hype, in my opinion. And I think even Uzi said that on a live stream. He's like, I don't even think, now looking back at it, he like, I can make so much better. And I like that. I like that mindset. You know, like, I love a lot of songs on that, like Homecoming and shit, but like, and Sorry, I think it's called. But other than that, like, there isn't a lot of saves that I have in my library from that album. I don't know, 3 years? 3 years? Hyping an album up for 3 years? I just think the times of doing that are done. I mean, come on, let's drop them. If you're gonna drop an album, hype it up when you're in the middle of fucking making it. Don't hype it up before it's made. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You know, I started talking about my next mixtape, right? But I'm not, because I know what it's going to be, but it's not nearly being done yet. I'm not sitting here acting like it's going to drop tomorrow. All right, guys, like and favorite the video. If you guys enjoy, subscribe to my channel, and it's by Chris. I try to make the videos that you guys love and that I love too. So peace out, and it's by Chris out. You guys know I love you. Stay awesome. Have a phenomenal day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this music-related content. and I'm planning on making a lot more of this type of stuff, you know, little hot takes, unpopular opinions, stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day. You guys are the best. Peace. Also, I just finished recording this video, but I just wanted to say this real quick. Next week, 1 week from today, I'm dropping a single. That's right, I'm dropping a single. It's a fucking banger. It's dope. It's called Hypocritical, and it's a really good song. It's a single. It's not on the next mixtape or anything. I just wanted to make a single and drop it. It's fire. It's dope. That's dropping 1 week from today, so be there and run that shit up on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere, SoundCloud, YouTube, everywhere. All right, love y'all. I'll see you. Peace.